Hello, Taurus fam. The energy is great today. I like it, probably because it's not cloudy. It's nice and warm out. I actually went walkabout yesterday on the farm, and I found a really cool bivalve fossil. Haven't even washed it yet, but I thought you might like to see that. There's a full pattern here and something else right here. Don't know, I'll have to clean it up. Anyway, and this is a piece of chert or flint, what the arrowheads are made out of. Okay, or were made out of, I guess. So what we're asking today is what is the second half of March like post-eclipse? The eclipse is tonight, or more properly tomorrow morning, at least at Eastern Standard Time. It's at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, thereabouts. So, you know, I think it's shaking things up, perhaps. Then we move into retrograde, Mercury in retrograde. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to ask. What's up for Taurus? So we're going to start with the Star Tarot, clarify with the Tarot of the Divine, get a couple Moonology. If there is any hint of a soulmate incoming, I will use my new, what are they wanting to tell you? Their 3D person. What is their 3D person trying to tell you? Wants to tell you. Deck that I made, right? 5D. What's your 5D person? Sorry. I always feel so much better when I get out and get to, you know, walk in nature. And because I don't live in town, everywhere I go is nature, right? So, I feel so much better. 2 days ago, I walked a mile, and last night I walked probably a mile and a half, because that's how far it is to my parents' house at the farm and back. So, okay, let's see. The moon, something was hidden, or something really has to do with this moon. The full moon is actually on Friday. So it's not quite full for the eclipse, but very close. Okay, 2 cards for my Taurus fam, please. 2 cards for my Taurus fam spirit. 5 of Cups and the Magician. Interesting. With the Hermit on the bottom, Knight of Swords on the bottom of this half, although I didn't touch it, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, I think that this shows a progression of someone moving out of this 5 of Cups, where you're still, I mean, you know, better things are coming, but you can't see them yet, right? All you can look at is the spilled cups, yeah? Grief, you know? And that could be, you know, why the Hermit is here, because a lot of times when you are in grief, no one outside of you can even possibly begin to understand, right? And so you have to navigate that mostly alone. Yeah? I think you should be trying to manifest yourself out of that. Maybe you're not paying attention to the other 4 suits, or the other 3 suits, right? Life is not just cups. You know, we have pentacles, 3D tangible earthbound objects and matters to see to. We have education and enriching our brain and our personal philosophy, swords to see to. And then we have divine inspiration, our belief system, our, you know, dialogue with our guides. Those are wands energy. We have to see all 4 things, right? Because you can't just balance one. And sometimes it's, you know, man, cups, emotions. People are driven completely by emotions. Think about that the next time somebody makes a decision that you think is dumb, right? Or the wrong decision. Think about how that person, what is their motivation? And most of the time, it's emotion, right? All right, let's clarify. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. You can book a private reading through my email. I have all price ranges. My PayPal and Venmo's there if you'd like to shoot me a tip, or I don't know, whatever. I got to buy a battery for my car, so holding the deck upside down. Interesting. Anyway, let's see. There's a Amazon wish list down there if you'd like to buy myself or yourself a pressy. And also a list of affiliate links to the decks I use, if you like these decks and would like to purchase them for yourself. So, I cannot predict free will. I'm not psychic. At least I don't think I am. Even psychics have trouble predicting free will because people change their damn minds, right? Let's see. Anything else? Don't give your power away, because I can only tell you, you know, help you get some perspective, and, you know, but you know your situation and you have to use your discernment. And if this reading, it just might not resonate and it might not be for you. So definitely then, you know, always make your own decisions. Yeah? Okay. Taurus fam, let's clarify. Let's see what the heck this is about. Cut to the Chariot. Cautious motion. Cautious forward motion. There's one. Why? Why the 5 of Cups? Why is the 5 of Cups here, please? Can I have another why? Well, I guess it was that one. 7 of Swords. And the Star. Yeah, I think maybe you've got some hope that's being blocked by past experience and past hurts, right? You're being defensive against your new cups coming in, right? And you know, none of us can maintain this hope all the time. You just can't. I mean, don't expect yourself to be able to do that. And don't think you failed if you can't do that. But it's like you're in survival mode right now. And, you know, we do what we got to do. But I think Spirit's saying, you know, it's time to start looking outside of this, this grief. Or this, could be depression, it could be abandonment. I don't know. Whatever that is to you, you know, whatever it is that's holding you back, whatever it is that keeps you from seeing the tiny glimmers, right? All right, Spirit, why the Magician? Why the Magician for the Taurus fam, please? Why the Magician? Not in that half. Why is the Magician here, please, Spirit? Why the Magician? Tell me more about the Magician. Boy. Okay, let's try that again. Why is the Magician here, please? Why the Magician? Thank you. Justice. Interesting. Why? I mean, it's possible you're supposed to be manifesting your own justice, you know? I mean, that's self-care, right? Self-fulfilling prophecy. Don't sabotage yourself, fam. Yeah, we've got the Five of Swords on the bottom of this half of the deck, which is, you know, getting into a place where it's just so hard to do anything else. Bless your heart. I've been there. I've been there. And the Hierophant. I think that you have learned intellectually, you know this, right? But you know, easier said than done. It takes time. Hierophant, Four of Swords, resting. Sheltering yourself. It could also be there was a really long relationship that suddenly, yeah, and self-care. Shelter yourself. Shelter yourself. Do what you need to do. It's easy when there's no one, you know, to tell you otherwise, you know, to not take care of yourself, right? Sometimes it's hard to see the point, you know. Who cares if I wait another day before I shower, you know? Who cares if I wait 10 days before I shower? That's depression, fam. Go see a doctor if you can, okay? But, you know, it's also valid. It's a valid way to feel. And that's Five of Swords. That holds you in place, and you can only get yourself out of that. And then you've got the Eight of Swords, 2 cards of being paralyzed, and the Three of Swords from a heartbreak. And burdens. Sweetheart, I've been there. I know what this feels like. So much love and nowhere to go, and God, does that hurt. Oh, it hurts. Yeah, something got thrown back up in your face. Bastards. Okay. Mother yourself. Right? Hermit, King of Cups, Two of Pentacles. There's somebody waiting out there somewhere. Okay? whatever happened, that thing is not going to happen again because you've learned, right? I feel like, you need to work on changing your thinking. This Nine of Swords in this particular deck, the Oracle of Delphi, I know I've told this story before, but for the new people or the people in the back, this is Oedipus. King Oedipus could not love his son. When the prince was born, they went to see the Oracle of Delphi, and she predicted that the son would kill the father. And therefore, Oedipus could not love his baby. He could not love his son because he always was thinking, this kid is going to grow up to kill me, right? And he did. And he did because he didn't know his father. His father didn't love him and couldn't give him the connection he needed. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, which means you have to change the way you think, right? If you catch yourself thinking a negative thought, stop it. Stop yourself and force yourself to think of something positive. It doesn't have to be much. You can just look out the window and acknowledge it's a sunny day, right? That's all you have to do. Maybe you cooked the perfect egg, right? I like dipping eggs, as we call them. And those are over medium eggs, which means you get to dip your buttery toast in the yellow. I love it. That's my favorite type of egg. It's also the most difficult type of egg to successfully cook, right? But if you manage that, that's a glimmer. That's a happy thing. Hold on to it. Grab it. Recognize that's a little happy thing. Changing the way you think is the hardest thing to do ever. It's the hardest thing. Our minds have huge power over us. Yeah? All right, let's get some advice or a last message from the Moonology Oracle. All right, Spirit, can I get some advice or some last message for the Taurus fam? Oh, there it is. New moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. I love tarot. I love it. I feel like, yeah, it's like I said. When you have undergone trauma, you have fear. That is natural. That's lizard brain. That's how humanity used to protect themselves, right? I mean, get too close to that wolf and it will bite you and it will hurt, right? So then after that, you don't get too close to the wolf, right? There aren't a lot of places in my collective where you're going to get attacked by a wolf. So that fear is no longer necessary, right? Scorpio, this is new moon in Scorpio. Scorpios are good at there's a reason why Scorpio is represented by the Death card. It's because Scorpios reinvent themselves all the time. They have something bad happen and then they, get angry and vengeful and they end up changing themselves. So they have these manic up and down cycles. And they are constantly dealing with new input, right? But, fears, they just hold you back. I know, I'm preaching to the choir, fam. I know. I deal with fear all the time. I deal with lack mindset all the time. So give yourself some grace. Give yourself some permission to find happy little things. This doesn't last forever. Absolutely. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Have a cookie. Because you're beautiful. Even if you don't feel like it. Even in grief and sorrow, you're still winning, right? You're still learning. You're growing. Sending you all big hugs, Taurus fam. I hope this helps. Love you, bye.